comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Welcome to the stream. Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Sky high.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation.
Gotcha.
Almost had it, but it gets blocked. No more drive gauge. Low heavy for the win. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Tempest for the pressure. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Gets the jump in. Starts the push with a Arabian Cyclist. Looking to impress with this super. They just won't stop switching sides. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. What'll happen here? Burnout activates. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Both fighters planning some clutch anti-air. And, ooh, what a smart throw. What? Will this super art do anything? Excellent read. Next, the counter. Gotta do better than that. Player 2, can you? Oh my, the throw tag drops them. The throw is denied. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Welcome to the stream.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the command grab. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. They're on the lookout for jump-ins. Reads them. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate. Oh! Hits him with a stopping bomb. Jumps up. Departure set. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Throw leaves them wide open. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Grabs them with the embrace, fools them and locks them in embrace. No! This will break them! KO! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Gets a good read on their opponent. Gets through the opening. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Avoids getting cornered. Combo with the target combo. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. With the throw, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Went for the chip kill. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Jumps up. Sandblast. Jump. Blossom. Goes for the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Punish counter sets the table. Arabian Cyclone. Here comes, oh yo, Rock super hit closes it out. Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Nothing but air for the impact. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Gets through the opening. Player one is just about out of hold your breath. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Takes a trip. Stops the attack by using a drive there. Nails the anti-air.
Gotcha!
Absorbs baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Feeling the second wind blowing in as the critical art goes for the slicing dice to make everything so nice. Even with both fighters in burnout, this may be the time to strike and take the round. Going in? KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on hits them with a stopping bomb. Close them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. Player one has the meter lead. Hits up the counter. Burnout activates. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Knew the throw was coming. What's next? Flatlines him. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Versus practice training. Training room.
Y'all try to play the sideline.
Kiss.
Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up.
Smart choice.
Marisa.
My life, show 'em what I got. 'Cause
I
you know
live
it is
for
my
battle.
time. Brought till I fall, boy.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Whoa, hold on. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Starts with a jump in. All right. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. Hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Knockdown and burnout activates. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
From low heavy to brushes that off and keeps going. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Shows the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters planning something. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Hits him with a stop and block. Leaning on the overdrive. So, what's next? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see! Shin, Ryu, Rippa!
I've had enough.
Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Not so. Player 2 turns out. Both sides getting ready. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Will they go all in without drive? Break through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh my god, they just choked it up! Gets scooped from down low. Big throws. That throw will do some good damage. The low's blocked. Brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter check. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it. What now? This is gonna hurt. Watch a forward rush. Throws him. Amazing. Player 2 can't let this set up with the jump in. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Switch sides. Teleport. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Closes it out. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Gets a good read on their opponent. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Nails the anti-air. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Super Arc meets them air to air. Both fighters planning something? Hit that with confidence. Doesn't get the blow. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Checking their opponent. Gets a good read on their opponent. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 1 takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Just out of range for that throw. Jumps in. The low doesn't connect. What'll happen here? In there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Dashes up. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Flushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They back the opponent into the corner. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Blocks the low kick. A quick breather. Taps him on the toe. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Ooh, what a smart throw. Manages to block the jumping flow heavy, but no go. Fight. All the throw connects. Both fighters planning something. Breaks the block with a throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Shibuya Reikaku! This is gonna take a chunk! What now? Player 1, excellent block! Nothing stops this train! Turns out! Throws him! Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense! Low heavy, but no go! What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Gotta do this.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Goes for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO! 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Jumps? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Going in? Risky up-close scrap still going. Hits them with a stopping box. Experiencing burnout. Shippo Jinrai doing the business. They just made that very tricky combo, but they can't squander this punish counter chain. Player 2 burns out. The low kick hits. Will they go all in with breakthrough with the throw? Player 2 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The throw hits, now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. That was a solid anti-air. Knockdown.
Gotcha!
Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? The jump, they timed that just right to get the perfect pair. Player 2 chases them down. Takes a trip. Likely gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Which way you gonna block? Both fighters planning something? KO! Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? From up above.
Not so fast! Get off! Pay attention!
Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Trips them up. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Throws them. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Throws them. What's next? Good work staying in throw range there. This fighter hits them with a stopping box. Were they baiting them into that? Is this early soup uses the game for the super? They're not playing around here. Player 1 experiencing burnout. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very brushes that off and keeps going. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The throw mid. This is gonna hurt. Burnout activates. This can lead to some big in there. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
The last round. It's now or never. Blocks the low heavy and barely blocks the jump in. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening forward throw, laying the pressure on thick. Going in, meets them air to air. Player 1 low heavy. Nothing stops this train. A jump and whiff. They're wide open. Drive gauge is almost out. Use them well. What now?
Hit that with confidence.
With that combo finishes it. Player 2 comes away with the win.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Finds the time to squeeze in above. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Goes for the throw. What's the play here? Long low attack hits. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out, picks up the win with the projectile. Good read. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. Gets scooped from down low. Breaks the block with a throw. Jumps up. This is gonna be bad news. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Holds out with the block. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Life lead opens up. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Solid combo. The Tekken ring hits home. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Hits them with a stop and pop. This is gonna be bad news. Still scrapping for control of the space. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Oh boy, both running empty on drive. What's next? They gotta get them with a quick low kick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. There's a drive impact. And they burn out in sync. All the throw connects. Oh man, this is a skip. Knocked them out of the air. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? Player 2, what a clutch low heavy. Big Slamma-Jamma! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been
anyone's game.
No way we could have called that. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meter. Was that a good decision? Goes for the fireball. Player 2 has the life lead. The throw hits, and now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Taking stock. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? They need to rely. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. There's surprise them open with a Shoryuken. Attempts to break the stick. There's an overdrive Shoryu. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Burnout activates. Player 1 in dire straits with Burnout. So, what's next? Going in? Big throws. There's a change of sides. Throws up. This is gonna hurt. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
This is the path I have chosen.
Player 1 can use perfect use of the corner is rewarded with the win this round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who will come out on top in this final round? Crowns them from above. Cross that off. Any throw will whiff at that, but there's an overdrive Shoryu. Player, there's a burnout. Okay, here we go. Drops him hard. Player 1 needs to knock them out of the air. Banks it on the fireball. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Hadouken! 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 Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Difficult situation for a throw. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Can they use the fair amount of comeback? Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Neither of them is willing to back off. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Blocks the low heavy. That drive impact doesn't get through. They kept a close eye on the skies and it paid off. Good reaction there. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? The rapid fire fist sends them up. Player 2 chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Both fighters planning something? Oh, what's this? Digs in deep to get that drive in. They choose to spend the meter to up the damage by a bit. A quick breather. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump in. Blocks. Hits him with a stopping blow. Uses the gig for a super O. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin, Ryu, Ripper! Can they keep on him? Getting up close and personal. There's a burnout. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Jumps. Clutch anti-air. Player 2 still has a chance, but the perfect use of the corner is rewarded with the win this round. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
A new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Low kicks are a no-go. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Buy some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. They need to hold out. Checks with a projectile. That's some big juicy damage on that counter. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Takes a trip. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Quarter KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Jumps up. There's a change of sides. Gets out of the corner. Not cracking under pressure. Burnout activates. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Going in, can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Oh my god, what a throw tech! There's a drive impact! Super Art to show them what flatline's on!
How's that?
This is the final round! Expect to see some fireworks! Blocks that off! This is it! The low! The throw is denied! What a read! Perfect execution with the anti-air! They just said, get that jumping out of here! Knocked him out of the air! Nothing stops this train! Player 2 is almost turning it right up with a super! Player 1 can't let the lows block! This is gonna hurt! Player 2 crowns him from above! There's a drive impact! More fuel for the fire! Cook them up! Player 2 is in burnout state! A very precarious situation! Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up! This can lead to some big damage! Opens them right up! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best!
A new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket. Air throw. Had their eye on the sky. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. What's the play here? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant lead. Player 2 chases them down, decides to meet them in the air, cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Gets a risky buff in. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Solid anti-air to continue the corner push.
Let's go!
The Fuha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Miraculous grab. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? A quick breather. Player 1 drives and back misses. Oh my god, taps him on the toe. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.